Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. We're about to peel back the layers of another financial filing and see what is really going on behind the scenes. You might want to grab a coffee. This one's got a few interesting tidbits. Before we dive in, if you love getting clear insights from complex corporate documents, then make sure you're subscribed. And hey, we've got a growing community over on Discord. The link's in the description below. Come hang out. Alright, we're re-looking at a filing from Pearl Diver Credit Company Incorporated, or PDCC for short, and it was reported on the 10th of October. Now, what is interesting here is that this filing gives us a snapshot of their net asset value per S-share of common stock as of the 30th of September. The key number to focus on is that management reported the net asset value per S-share for their common stock was $16.89. Think of net asset value as what the company is worth if you were to sell off all its assets and pay off all its debts. So, for every share of common stock, the company S underlying value was about $16.89 at the end of September. This is a really important metric for investment companies like Pearl Diver Credit Company Incorporated because it gives investors a direct look at the value of their investment. Now, PDCC has two main types of securities registered on exchanges. First, there is their common stock. It has a very small par value, which is just a nominal amount on paper of $0.001 per S-share. This is the typical stock that most people think of when they invest in a company, giving them ownership and voting rights. Then they also have this 8.00% series of preferred stock that is due in 2029. Preferred stock is a bit different. It usually doesn't come with voting rights like common stock, but it often pays a fixed dividend, in this case 8.00%, and it generally gets paid before common stockholders if the company runs into trouble. The fact that it is due in 2029 means it has a maturity date, kind of like a bond. Both of these securities are listed on the New York Stock Exchange, which is like the premier market for trading stocks. This tells us that PDCC is a publicly traded company, meaning anyone can buy or sell its shares. The specific classification here, PDCC common stock par value, 0.001 per share member, just confirms the details of their common stock. Similarly, this tag, PDCC SE 8.00 series preferred stock due 2029 member, is just another way of describing their series of preferred stock, highlighting its specific interest rate and maturity. Finally, the report is signed off by Indranil Basu, the Chief Executive Officer. This signature confirms that the information presented in this filing has been reviewed and authorized by the company S top leadership. So, what does all this tell us? Well, for Pearl Diver Credit Company Incorporated, the most recent update is really about the value of their common stock as of September. A net asset value of $16.89 per S-share gives us a baseline to understand how the market valuation of their stock might be doing compared to the actual underlying value of the company S assets. For investors, tracking this net asset value is crucial. If the stock price is consistently higher than the net asset value, it might suggest the market is optimistic about future growth. If it is lower, it could mean the stock is undervalued. We don't see a lot of detailed financial statements in this specific filing, so it is more of a specific update on their net asset value rather than a full financial report card. Looking at PDCC as a whole, a company that issues preferred stock alongside common stock often indicates a strategy to raise capital in different ways, catering to investors with varying risk appetites. The preferred stock offers stability and a predictable income stream, while the common stock offers higher growth potential but with more risk. The fact that both are traded on the NYSE means they are accessible to a broad range of investors. Now, a key risk for any company, especially one like a credit company, is interest rate sensitivity. If interest rates go up, it can become more expensive for them to borrow money, and it can also affect the value of their existing investments. Also, economic downturns can lead to higher defaults on loans, which directly impacts a credit company's profitability. In conclusion, this filing from Pearl Diver Credit Company Incorporated serves as a straightforward update on their net asset value per S-share. It is a vital piece of information for shareholders to gauge the company's underlying worth. While this particular report is limited in scope, it directs us to focus on that core financial metric. Always remember to look beyond just the stock price and understand the intrinsic value. Alright, that is our quick decode of this filing. What are your thoughts on Pearl Diver Credit Company Incorporated S net asset value? Do you think it signals a buying opportunity or a time to be cautious? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And if you want more clear and concise analyses of corporate filings, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we see you in the next one.